This week in Corporate Coffee Mornings.
We are looking at the operations in Montego Bay to see how we can strengthen the operations in the next 3 to 4 months. And so possibly you would hear something. I know you want to hear something now, but my lips are sealed. We wanted people to know when they go into the boardroom to look at a bid from FosRich or a quotation. We want people to know who FosRich is.
And now, here's your host, Barbara Ellington with Cecil Foster of FosRich.
Welcome, Mr. Foster. Thanks for joining me on Corporate Coffee Mornings.
Thank you, Barbara, for having me, and we are very pleased to be a part of your team at the Gleaner.
At your company, you recently made some management changes. Can you tell me why you made those changes and who are the new people we are going to be interfacing with now?
FosRich has always been looking at the future. We're always trying to get better at what we do. And in keeping with our Vision 2018, we have decided that this is the right time to bring in management strengths. So we have on board a very senior person who is our Chief Financial Officer. This is Mr. Peter Nib.
Was Mr. Nib a part of the operations before?
No, he just came in because I think based on where we are going, we need that kind of a fresh look at the things that we have on paper. And so I think he's a great guy, and he's going to do a fantastic job at FosRich.
And there are two more persons, I think.
Yes. Our general manager takes up position on the 1st of September.
Right.
She has been away for 3 years for particular strategic training that we sent her on, and she is back to drive the operations for us at FosRich. And the third person who is joining the team is technical engineering, electrical engineering manager. This person is responsible for our new thrust. And he and his team will be responsible for the design aspect of the electrical systems, the supply aspect of electrical systems, and also the contractual aspect, which means customers who couldn't find a designer to design their thing, whatever they want, will now have a one-stop shop. So we can design it for you. We can source the electrical products because, as you know, we are an electrical company.
Yes.
And also we can do the actual work for you. So with that, we are able to offer the service to the customer at a less costly rate.
Everything is now more synergized at FosRich. Tell me, you mentioned Vision 2018. What is that?
It's a roadmap of where we want to be by 2018. We have now embarked on the second year of this vision. It tells of the image of the organization. It tells of the culture that we want to attain, and also the level of growth that we are striving for. And so it lends itself to everybody having a target, operational target, a target of sales, a target how you should behave, and so on, and the image you want. So it's a vision that we have been drilling into every member of staff for them to understand where we are going and what we really want to achieve. It includes staff wellness, staff growth and improvement, and so on, and also it includes how we relate to corporate Jamaica and the community and so on.
I noticed that now FosRich has become a household name, so everybody has brand recognition with FosRich now. Was that a deliberate strategy on your part?
I tell you, some things work better than you planned them, and this is one of them. For the last 4 years, we decided that we wanted people to know when they go into the boardroom to look at a bid from FosRich or a quotation. We want people to know who FosRich is.
Yes.
We didn't want them to be asking, who's FosRich? Like other companies I know we have in Jamaica, people know what they do and what they're about. And so we went on this campaign for brand recognition and so on. And I think we have achieved that.
Yes.
And so we are moving into the other phase. What we and our team call it is the ground game. You know, you can always have the air assault, but you have to get boots on the ground. So right now we are in that phase where boots are on the ground. We are looking for a few more salespersons to strengthen this kind of a thrust and so on. And so that it was deliberate.
And of course, growth must be part of that strategy. You recently opened a location in Mandeville. How is that going on? Do you have plans for more branches in the future?
The Mandeville and its environs, I've never seen a set of an area where people warm to your service and your offerings like they do in Mandeville, Manchester, St. Elizabeth, and Westmoreland. We find that the offerings and the service that we try to give in that area is working well for the customers, and they keep coming back and so on. And so we are pretty much satisfied with what is happening there.
Yes.
The numbers are up where we want them. Of course, they could have been a little better, but they're in line with what we think a one-year-old branch would be doing. We have in Montego Bay also 2 locations in Montego Bay. We are looking at the operations in Montego Bay to see how we can strengthen the operations in the next 3 to 4 months. And so possibly you will hear something. I know you want to hear something now, but my lips are sealed.
You have exciting plans for Montego Bay.
I think when you look at the growth of Montego Bay, I have spent a lot of time in Montego Bay and its environs, and I think it is absolutely amazing to see what's happening in that area, and so we figure that what we have to offer can bring a lot of value to the people in and around Montego Bay, and so we are looking strongly on how we can be more strong in our presence in Montego Bay.
I think one of the strengths of FosRich is that you push solar energy and other alternative energy methods. How is that side of the business for you now?
You know, the need, what we have done, we have divided the offerings in energy products into 3 segments. One is the household, one is the commercial, and one is the actual PV or the solar power, including water heater. And so there are little segments there in that offering. LED bulbs are fantastic. Everyone who buys one feel the savings, and so that's something that I think a lot of people are jumping over the moon about. The retrofits, where offices and companies can change out their tubes and so on to LED. That too, once people look at the savings, they move as quickly as possible. But the challenge is that a lot of companies, I won't say they're not run properly, but a lot of companies, cash flow is a concern. And so we have set up a plan for persons who are credible.
Yes.
We have a kind of payment plan, you want to call it, so we can do it over 4 months or 5 months or 6 months, and they'll see savings. For the solar side of things, the challenge is a lot of people find it difficult to do a $3 million system that will take your $60,000 electricity bill off you totally. And so we are in negotiation. Not just negotiation, we are close to a partnership with one of the institutions for financing. So it will make it a lot easier for people who want to get solar power at home to get that in place. So we are looking at the challenges and we're finding solutions for them. The water heater is a real hot stuff. I mean, people are really loving the water heaters that we have to offer, and they can afford it easily.
And you will do everything from going in to design and to install and service and all of that stuff.
And that's the good thing about what we are trying to strengthen here at FosRich, is that we do everything from the ground up. You just need to call us, tell us your location, and we take it from there. And we do free audit, we do the installation, you do the follow up with us, whatever is happening to your system. We are there to service you and so on. And so we are one stop in that respect. And this is why we broaden it. We're broadening this thing to the electrical offerings.
Yes.
Where because people come to us and they'll say, boy, they have to go find a draftsman or somebody to design.
Even wiring a house, you will do that?
Wire, yes, we will do that too. And so it makes it easier for a person to come and sit down with us and talk through what your needs are, and we will bring you the solution. Okay. And you don't have to be all over the place looking for stuff.
Excellent. So can you finally now just tell us exactly where you're located in Kingston, Mandeville, and Montego Bay?
In Kingston, our head office is at 79 Mullines Road. And by the way, we are celebrating 23 years this year in business. Wow. Our two locations in Montego Bay, one is at the Fairview Business Complex in Montego Bay, and the other is at 3 Cottage Road in Montego Bay. And our last location, newest location, is at 35 Ward Avenue, Mandeville.
And you're open Monday to Friday?
I've always said we are open Sunday to Friday. Sunday to Friday. So we're open. A lot of people who work find it difficult to leave work and come to shop. So Sundays are pretty good for them.
Yes.
And for our branches in Montego Bay and Mandeville, we open until 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock in the evening. So people can leave work and come pick up their light bulbs or buy their chandelier or just something to help them to save money.
So are you doing anything extra special for this 23rd anniversary? And is there a particular date that we can look out for?
We have something coming up at the end of November that will be really a give back to our customers.
Early Christmas.
Yes, it's an early Christmas gift. We are, somebody said FosRich is a giving company because we try to let people live and we live, and so yes. We are always looking forward to giving not only to the community, but we are giving to the customers who find it difficult at times to make it. And I'm a customer, I buy things, so we know how difficult it is, so we try to give back.
My guest has been Mr. Cecil Foster, Managing Director of FosRich Company, the lighting and power and electrical people.